All right. So I came into the heathen traditions through Odin, right? I'm just going to give you a little background so you can understand where I'm coming from. And so I came in it through the runes, right? And then of course that naturally leads to Odin, and from him to everything else, right? That was the doorway for me. And then I connected with Freyr in a powerful way, so much so that I've chosen his namesake, right? Ingsun. You know, that I definitely find that as part of my core being, that that energy of, you know, yeah. So then, strangely enough, I started to just become like impotent, like bam, friggin' out of nowhere. I kind of lost my mojo, and so then I naturally, you know, got really frustrated, and all the other stuff that comes along with feeling like my manliness somehow has been diminished because I can't get an erection, which is it's an interesting old way of thinking that I want nothing to do with, right? Because it's not necessarily, um, yeah, whatever about that, right? But at the same time, I do like to have pleasures, and that was kind of like a bummer, you know. I mean, that's kind of the way I was looking at it at that point. So then, just one night, I found myself connecting with Freya, and I was like naked up on my maple in my maple circle, and there's a rock there, which is just so fucking awesome. And so I'm just sitting there naked on the rock, and then I'm connecting with Freya, um, and then I just get opened up to, you know, not that I associate necessarily Freya with just sexual stuff, or that none of the other gods don't have something to say about it, right? And their experiences, but in the particular way that I connected with Freya, like when I called upon her, and I was just opening up to that energy, you know, and of course uh, thinking about her necklace, right? For Singaman, you know, that's powerful, and the means at which she got it was through, you know, copulating with these massive forces, right? Energies, and it's powerful, and the necklace has definitely popped up throughout the stories. So, but so it was the sensual aspects, or that energy that I was thinking about for sure. And I just got through that process of just opening up and seeking to connect and to, you know, to ask for help and something beyond me, you know. It's just like, all right, I am having difficulties in this thing, and so I'm processing through it, and it's freaking humbling experience, you know, in a good way, because it got me to that place where I was receptive to receiving different ways of being pleased and pleasured, and to be part of that process of intercourse, right? Of that interaction with another. And yeah, so then I started to relax, and it was like, you know, I was easily able to give my love pleasure, and then at the same time, I was touching in with these more bodily orgasms, and the power. It's powerful experience for sure. So, and then through that process, now I'm starting to get my erection back, you know, and then it's all good. But there was this place, you know. So that was like my interaction with Freya at this point. Um, and then Thor, I don't have it on me. Tomorrow I'll shoot a picture up with this video of the because I've been needing to connect with Thor, because you know, we got here, and we're here, right? We're in a beautiful place, and we're slowly building building upon it and making it more just more awesome, more fruitful, beautiful, diverse, yeah, inviting to nature and to balance and to good stuff, right? And encouraging old growth. We're doing what we can, and but there's definitely a sense that this winter it was pretty freaking hard. We got hit pretty hard with some medical bills and some car things, and we got hit. And then it just like kept on, I mean, this sometimes is just the way winter is, of course, but things just kept on freaking cracking and breaking, and trouble was just in the making, and right, and we were burning our bacon, right? My son likes to like rap, so and I find it powerful to be able to rhyme and create, whatever. So. So yeah, so I've been feeling the urge to connect with Thor and to really, because a part of for me with working with the gods, working with any energy, any interaction at all, there is a sense that I'm wanting to connect. I really genuinely want to connect and to share and to give and receive and to exchange. And in that sense, we take upon ourselves part of other beings as they take upon themselves part of who we are. And then ideally, from what I'm seeking and what I'm trying to create is that it creates this really strong structure of just awesomeness, of goodness, of clarity and truth and uplifting, right? It's good stuff, right? And balance, looking at it from the balance perspective. Because if we're just so rigid that we lock things down, then new things can't arise. But at the same time, if we're just freaking totally wide open, that ain't gonna work either, right? So it's definitely about trying to find a balance. And sometimes we have to start in one way or another, But it's good to find that balance where we are part of the community and are helping build it stronger or more beautiful or something that is uplifting and encouraging, and so that when we pass on what we leave for our children, right? That's what we leave for our children and their children's children. At some point, we have to take responsibility, right? Which is hard because there's a lot of stuff that are needing to be dealt with, right? I mean, yeah, it's so yeah. So I carved this hammer. I got an image off the internet, and my wife was like, she drew it on a piece of all around, and yeah, I carved it out with a jigsaw and a little Dremel thing, which was cool because it's my first little piece of wood I've ever really worked with and done anything. So yeah, so I've been actively seeking to connect with Odinn, or well, yeah, definitely Odinn too. Don't get me wrong, but Thor, So that's been freaking amazing because he is cool as shit, man. And yeah, so just connecting with Thor and working with Thuruzaz definitely been helping to like break things apart, and that's kind of what I'm working on tonight. Is there's still this resistance that I feel, and I just want to break it apart, you know. And I don't even know, I can't even define necessarily what it is. I just feel like there's this resistance. So yeah, I'm like seeking to connect with Thor and help to break that shit up, which is pretty powerful and pretty cool. So for me, have connecting with the gods is just it's a relationship, right? It's a relationship that we build, and we do different things in exchange, right? Because it's not a one-way street, right? We actually actively have to participate in the relationship and make it good, right? Because otherwise, what do them, right? Not gonna waste their fucking time on some idiot, right? And some fool, you know. So yeah, it's pretty badass, and I definitely have matured, and I'm continually maturing, but through my connection with the old ones, is my life has become so much more about taking control of my life, and that's pretty fucking powerful. So, all right, Frith, be well, be blessed, and